Who is the Church of the Husk? On the surface, the church inspires intrigue and radiates mystery, but is this group really that complex? They seek to advance the state of humanity into one that can be more adapted to the icy-shelled moon. Yet, I for one have never seen any concrete material on their experiments, or barely even their beliefs, as the only thing one hears is merely gross fleshbag or disgusting heretic from its members. The Church of the Husk seems to be less of an organized group than a church or even let alone a cult. The members range from good locals truly preaching to what they believe, to die-hard extremists who think humanity is a plague and needs to be transformed. The overall structure of the church seems to be little different than those of the Children of the Hawk Mother, resembling multiple fractured groups with varying beliefs. The most well-known chapter of the Church of the Husk was the one that was put on trial following the Church of the Husk Music Festival. Locals where the festival was held described it as a horror show, as during this there was 400 Husk infections alone, with 12 left dead and numerous injured. In addition to this, there were a variety of different narcotics that were being injected with the eggs already being taken, and somewhere apparently there was a baby Moloch being sacrificed. Though this isn't the first time the Church of the Husk has been involved with mishappenings. As other gatherings in the years following up to the alternative music incident, many citizens, mainly adolescents, would regularly disappear, with the judge in particular who was presiding over this case losing one of her own children to these gatherings. During this trial, one of the higher-ups of the Church of the Husk was questioned about the incident at the festival, a Jakov Serba, and when he was asked about the deaths, among other things, that his organization was responsible for, he responded rather coldly. Obviously, I'm not thrilled about anyone's deaths, even a Moloch's, but whew, what a party, am I right? Shortly after this, a group of church cultists would flood into the courtroom in a storm of clicking and weapons at the ready. They would quickly extract Mr. Jakov Serba to a nearby shuttle that he had docked at the station and quickly disappeared into the briny depths. To this day, this particular chapter of the Church of the Husk remains at large, though it is very likely Jakov and the members who were present at the courtroom trial are now nothing more than limp Husk hosts, due to the cultists at the time obviously being infected, and the judge swearing she had witnessed something retreating into the Husk leader's mouth. As a result of the festival and trial, this is mainly where the modern public view of the Church of the Husk comes from, and I can't say I blame a lot of people for seeing it that way. While there are truly many who believe the Husk is the way for humanity, there are so many more proponents that simply use it for little more than criminal enterprise and debaucherous actions, whereas others like Jakov Serba are little more than drunk on their own power and care not for how their factions affect others, even if they die as a result. Even if the public view of the Church of the Husk is not entirely accurate, there are many members that do it no favors, with many of them often attacking those they see as against the advancement of humanity, and simply stab innocent people to death for literally no other reason than just simply opposing their views. And despite their sayings on the Husk advancing humanity, they will even attack those who are infected with the Husk, viewing anything short of the Husk completely taking over as a perversion and as heresy to the true nature of it. To any good people who truly believe in the Husk, I do not disagree that the Husk has value, but being a part of the Church of the Husk is not the way to go about it. I have an old crewmate who's been running genetic modification experiments involving Husk hybridization. Over at Anid, the project is in desperate need of volunteers, and they are willing to provide passage fees and housing to those who need it. If you truly want to do good by the Husk, that is your chance. Thank you for listening to another one of my videos. This is just a new type of short video format I wanted to put out. I thought that the Factions of Barotrauma would be rather well fitted for these things. So please let me know what you guys think in the comments. If not, whatever. This will be the only one I make. Anyway, please have a great day.